Welcome to Soothing Words with Steph. I am your host, Stephanie Ann Webb, and I read positive and uplifting stories, meditations, and affirmations in a calming voice to help relax you and even put you to sleep. Remember to subscribe so you will get notified whenever a new episode comes out. This story is called Little Gifts, Big Hearts. Lily stepped out of her car onto the paved path at the cemetery. The air was sharp and crisp, nipping at her cheeks as she adjusted her scarf. It was still quite cold, though just above freezing. Snow blanketed the ground, a soft white layer that muted the landscape and made the rows of headstones look like they were resting peacefully beneath quilts of frost. Some markers leaned slightly, weathered by time, while others were so old their inscriptions had faded into whispers. Lily's boots crunched softly against the path as she began her walk. She paused at one of the gravestones, brushing her fingers along the rough, cold surface. The name Colonel Woodson emerged faintly under her touch, and she lingered, imagining who he might have been. A war hero, a father, a friend. Did he have dreams that outlived him? Was he happy in his final days? She gave the stone a gentle pat as if to acknowledge his memory before moving on. The cemetery was vast, yet its stillness made it feel intimate. A few distant figures wandered among the graves, walking dogs or quietly paying respects. The serenity made Lily more aware of her own breath, which formed small clouds in the cold air. She quickened her pace to warm up, the faint sound of snow crunching underfoot accompanying her steps. As she approached a curve in the path that led to a wooded area, movement caught her eye. A deer stepped out from behind the trees, its dark eyes locking with hers. Lily froze, a soft smile tugging at her lips. "Hello there," she said, raising her hand in a gentle wave, as if the deer might understand. It tilted its head but showed no fear, continuing its slow, deliberate steps among the graves. Deer always comforted her. They seemed to embody a calm resilience, a quiet strength that felt reassuring. She envied their ability to move through the world with such grace, untouched by the chaos of human worries. Further down the path, the cemetery opened up to reveal the imposing mausoleum. Its gray stone loomed tall, streaked with marks of age and rain, yet it stood proud. Statues of angels flanked its entrance, their weathered faces serene and timeless. Lily paused, taking in the structure's grandeur and its sense of permanence. It had been built for a famous actress from the early 1900s, a tribute by her husband that spoke of devotion and loss. Reading the epitaph for what felt like the 100th time, Lily let the words wash over her. Love could be immortalized, she thought, but it was also fleeting in day-to-day life. She wished she felt more of it lately. The past few days had been hard. Too many bills, too few job leads. Anxiety clung to her, a heavy coat she couldn't shrug off. Tears welled in her eyes and she forced a deep breath, exhaling slowly. I am fine, she whispered. Everything is going to be okay. Something will come through soon. Her words hung in the air, more prayer than affirmation. A burst of laughter interrupted her thoughts. She glanced back and saw a group of children approaching, their cheerful voices echoing in the quiet. She tensed. Lily had come here seeking solitude, and children weren't exactly known for quietness. She quickened her pace, hoping they wouldn't follow. But they did. The sound of running footsteps made her stop and turn. 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy, all around 8 to 10 years old, were sprinting toward her, their faces bright with excitement. The tallest girl held out a small gift bag, decorated with a big yellow smile emoji. This is for you, they shouted in unison, practically bouncing with energy. Lily blinked, caught off guard. For for me? She put a hand to her chest as though to steady herself. Are you sure? Open it, the tallest girl urged, her eyes wide with anticipation. Lily hesitated before carefully peeling back the tissue paper inside. A vanilla scented candle, a Christmas card, and a $25 grocery store gift card sat nestled in the bag. Her breath caught as emotion swept over her. Wow, she said, her voice thick. This is this is so thoughtful. She looked up at the children who were beaming. You are all so kind. This means more than you know. The boy, quieter than the others, shuffled his feet before speaking. Our grandma said we should share kindness because not everyone has a happy Christmas. We wanted to make people smile. Tears pricked Lily's eyes. Well, you've certainly made me smile. I am so moved. Thank you. She glanced up and noticed a woman standing a short distance away, watching the exchange with a gentle smile. Is that your mom? Lily asked. That's our grandma, one of the girls piped up, waving to her. Lily waved too, and the grandmother waved back. She's raised some wonderful grandkids, Lily said, making the children grin even wider. Did you have a good Christmas? She asked. They all nodded eagerly. We're going to our cousin's house now, the boy added, for games and food. That sounds like so much fun, Lily said. I hope you have an amazing time. She paused, swallowing back more tears. And thank you again. You've made my day. The kids ran back to their grandmother, chattering as they went. Lily stood there watching them walk back to their car, probably headed off to brighten more lives with gifts. She clutched the bag to her chest and let the tears fall freely now. It wasn't just the candle or the gift card. It was the reminder that kindness could break through even the hardest days. As she resumed her walk, Lily's thoughts lingered on the children's gesture. She imagined the other strangers who might receive these small tokens, people who might be struggling in ways no one could see. The ripples of kindness could spread far beyond what the children might ever know. Lily wiped her eyes and smiled. The world could feel heavy, but moments like this were proof that lightness still existed. Small acts of kindness, she thought, had the power to create big changes. Sometimes We see the impact we have on others, and sometimes we don't. But we never know when a simple act of kindness might be exactly what someone needs to feel seen, loved, and remembered.